It's the real spiel, baby. You're gonna love this video. So right now, subscribe. Just subscribe right now. Okay? Like it, and then absolutely share it after you realize I'm a basketballologist. I'm more of a basketballologist. I'm a truth teller. It's a good day, baby. Elon Musk is in charge of Twitter. He sacked all those suckers who are sitting on the board of directors. Free speech is back. People can say what the heck they want to say. Okay? Don't have to worry about all these little groups. Try and tell people what to say. They can say what the heck they want to say. I might sign up for Twitter now. Also, of course, the Raptors put a smack down on the Atlanta Hawks. They beat the smack. They beat the black off most of them, except for Trey. They beat the black off them boys. They beat the smack out them boys. Okay? And it was like I told you. It was just like I told you. They jumped on them in the first quarter. They slapped them around in the first quarter. It was just like I told you. Nick Nurse put an extended defense on Trae Young. Okay? He put OG first and foremost on Trae. Too much length, too much defense. Did you see OG? For me, what I was watching as a coach, as a basketballologist, what I was watching last night was the defense. OG's defense and Precious, their defense is phenomenal, bro. I'm honestly as a purist, as a guy who doesn't just watch the game to see who wins at the end, but who watches individual plays. Wow. OG's defense is stifling. And you know where this guy got his. Listen, when LeBron James was smacking up Toronto, it was OG. When he was actually was he still with Cleveland? Yeah, I think he was still with Cleveland. OG been around that long. Yeah, it's crazy. He was actually covering LeBron. Remember that shot LeBron hit running to the left off the glass? OG was all over him, and he still hit that shot. But OG was a rookie, I believe, that year. But it was fantastic to see it. And like I said, you put an extended big guy on Trae, because this guy just comes over half court and then sees the rim. He couldn't see the rim all night. He had a terrible game. He was suffocated. He had a terrible, terrible game. They could not deal with our length at all. Our length could not deal with it at all. First team to 105. Like I said, first team to 105 wins. How many guys were in double figures? Take a look. Siakam, how many points he had? 31, something like that. Then you have Gary Trent Jr., great game. Okay. Barnes, fantastic game, right? Then you have what's his boy? The Quebec boy. Boucher had another good game. And we had another person in double digits. OG was in double digits. That's 5. And then Christian Koloko had 9. So I mean, you practically had 6 people in double digits, right? I think Precious had 9 too. I don't know for sure, but Malachi Flynn sighting. He had 4 points, I believe. Listen, this was a good game for Fred to sit out. Our length gave him trouble, and this was a perfect game for Fred to sit out. I know he got a little back soreness and whatnot, but I don't know how that was orchestrated, but it's a perfect game. Sit him out, put the long boys in there, let the long boys go to work. No Fred VanVleet required tonight. Fred, we didn't need you. Not tonight. So, yeah, the Raptors, they looked great last night. That was a thorough whooping that they gave those guys. Those guys didn't have a chance. They're outcoached and outplayed. They got up to play them, and it's fantastic to see. Fantastic to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing them take off. Like I said, into their streak. At this moment, this is the streak moment where we're beating teams easy. We're coming out the right way. Siakam is still looking like an all-star, right? Siakam's not just looking like an all-star. His statistics, his stats, I think only 2 other guys in the NBA are averaging what he's averaging right now, right? I think Luka is one of them, and I think it's LeBron. I forget what it is. I think it's something like over 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, something like that. So he's playing like a star, right? He's playing like an all NBA player. he has to be like, if he keeps going in this direction, he would have to be an all-star starter in the East. I mean, all-star is based on fans. You know, some of you idiots running around down there in the lesser country south of the border. Y'all don't know what it is, so y'all probably be putting other people up in there if you'll have your way. But us up here in the north, we know who's supposed to be out there. There's nobody who deserves a starting role in the East more than Pascal Siakam in an All-Star game. Right? We know that. I can't even understand the All-Star game anymore. They got these teams, and I don't even get it. Honestly, I don't even get it. I don't know how it works anymore. All these fancy ways of picking an All-Star team, but an All NBA player, as far as first team All East, Pascal's looking just like that right now. All right, because nobody in the East got his numbers. All right, LeBron and Luka got his numbers, but nobody in the East got numbers like Pascal. So you tell me. Anyway, which again, I owe an apology to Issa, my boy. Issa, man, I'm working another spot, bro. I'm gonna miss you, man, but stay in touch with me. But I told Issa, yeah, man, Jaylen Brown for Pascal Siakam, I'll take that trade in a heartbeat. I'm gonna have to eat my words on that one. I'm gonna have to eat my words. Issa, you're right, bro. You're right. I don't know if that, as great as Jaylen Brown is, I don't know if I can take that trade now. I don't know if that's a good trade for me, because that boy is balling out of control. Absolutely, he's balling out of control. So, yeah, this is what I felt too last night.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Koloko. I'm gonna have to retract a few things that I've said earlier in respect to Koloko.
Turn right.
I'm realizing, and this is just me comparing, as I'm watching his body compared to other NBA players. He's not fully grown yet. I didn't realize his how frail he was, and guys who are skinny, many times they're not as weak as they might look. They're stronger, plus thinking the boy is an African boy, he's eating cassava and fufu and thing. I thought the man would be, not that he's a weak guy. I'm not saying he's a weak guy, but you can see his body's not fully matured yet. He's not as strong as he can be. I think Alvin said it last night in the commentating. Alvin Williams said last night, he's gonna scenarios where now he's getting fouled and he can't finish, or he can't dunk through people. I think in a couple years, maybe even a year, depending on how much effort he puts into his body, he's going to be that guy that can do that. But right now, he's like Bambi out there. It's all arms and energy, but it's good energy. His defense, still, his instincts to block shots, absolutely fantastic. His defensive instincts, bro, I love it. I really love it, and I love how they're starting to get him more involved in the offense. Scotty Barnes, even Pascal, and them using him in the pick and roll. I'm liking that a lot, but he does definitely need to get in the weight room. He has to get in the weight room. He's got to be way stronger than he is. My boy Boucher played. Boucher doesn't have to do much to really make an impact on this team. But if Boucher can average double digits, if he averages 10 points, because we know he can average more. If you give Boucher a starting job, he could probably do 18 points a game. But his 10 points is strong because it's 10 points in limited minutes. He's giving you rebounds, he's giving you block shots, he's giving you stretch threes. He's a tough, and he plays D. He's a tough kid, man. I'm so glad the Raptors are not trading away like some of these other stupid franchises, trading away their future, their youth, and their depth. Having Boucher coming off the bench is an incredible asset. Honestly, it's a really good asset. I'm very interested when Otto Porter Jr. comes off the bench. I'm very glad too that Thad is sitting his backside down on the bench. I don't know if he's hurt, but I'm just happy because he's not a good fit for Raptors. Him and Malachi Flynn need to be packaged out You know, because you can't give those guys minutes. I saw Malachi Flynn last night. I said it already. Malachi Flynn, 4 points, running out there last night. Fred was injured. They threw you out there. Malachi, I got nothing against you, brother, but it's just every second you spend on the court is time away from developing Delano. I'm sorry, and Delano needs to just be given minutes, all the minutes he can get, all, because that kid, in my opinion, is our point guard future. I don't know what y'all think, but he's a fantastic long player. He reminds me of what's his name? Livingston from Golden State, previously the Clippers, but he's that kind of point guard. And I just like his game. I just think he needs to just get more minutes. That's all he needs, the NBA experience.
300 meters,
Keep his nose clean. And shoot, that boy's just a fantastic player. And Malachi, you're a good player, brother. I'm not saying you're a bad player. You're just not a good fit for the Raptors. Just not. Didn't make sense. Fred was out.
Turn left.
We're playing this long ball meaning we're using our length, and then they throw you in the game to do what, bro? Like, honestly, like, and you have to be a sniper. Like, you don't have a lot of room to miss shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make an impact right away. Like, you gotta hit the ground running when you get in the game, Malachi. And that doesn't always happen, as we know, because it's the NBA, and it's not easy out there. It's not easy out there. I ain't gonna say anything. I'm not out there. You're a better player than me right now. Right now. So I know how tough it must be for you out there, and especially in your diminutive stature. You little fella. I was a big guard out there. Right? And I can shoot better than you. Right? So I know it's tough, bro. I know it's tough running around out there. Disco ducking out there as a short dude with a mask on. But we got to give you a name with that mask. We got to give you a name or something. I don't know. What would Malachi Flynn's nickname be? Get that dude a nickname. He's got that mask running around. He's got that red hair running around. Looking like a red-headed Astro Boy or something. I don't know what to call him.
Prepare to turn right.
Yeah, he's interesting. He's an interesting cat running around out there. So, where am I going? All right. Yeah, you're an interesting cat running around out there, bro. But you got it, baby. We got the win. We got the win. They ain't gonna be talking about us tonight. So all sports media gonna be talking about all kind of other stuff. I don't know what they're gonna be talking about. They're not gonna be talking about Toronto. They're not gonna be talking about how we beat the crap out of the Hawks. They ain't gonna be saying that. They're gonna be saying that our defense is the greatest stifling defense that they've ever seen. They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say Pascal Siakam is a threat for the MVP, which he is. He absolutely is. They're not gonna be saying that. Are they gonna say that? They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say that Precious Achua and OG Anunoby are the two greatest basketball defenders in the NBA. They're not going to say that. Are they going to say that? They're not going to say that. But I'm going to say it, right? Because this is the real spiel. And I'm going to tell you the truth. If the Raptors sucked, I would tell you every day. The Raptors sucked. I would say it. The Raptors weren't good enough to do this. I would say it. We've got the best coach in the NBA. We do. And I have to give this guy his flowers. He's the best coach in the NBA. He absolutely is. If Brad Stevens was considered the genius of the NBA, right? Okay. If Umi was considered this like upstart genius coach,
turn right.
Then you doggone better believe Nick Nurse is, because and let me tell you something. The players know it. Bam Adebayo said the other day when he saw Precious Achua's development, he says Nick Nurse is the best coach in the NBA. The way that he's got this guy playing right now, he's got his confidence. Pascal Siakam says Nick Nurse exudes confidence. He gives everybody confidence. That's what we're seeing with the Raptors. You're seeing a bunch of guys who were given a green light and said, hey, I believe in you. I've seen the work you've put in. Go out there and dominate. Confidence, bro. And I'm here to give them confidence too. Right? Them boys can play. Them boys can play. And we got the best team in the Eastern Conference. I don't care what the record looks like right now. I don't care about Milwaukee. I don't care if Philly got one on us. I don't care, because Alvin said, looked like a fluke the other night, and that's what I'll say. Looked like a fluke. Looked like a fluke the other night. Right? Ooh, Lord, I'm about to be late. So, listen, these guys just pull out in the street, boy. Pull out in the road on people. Listen, I'm going to say all that stuff because they're not going to be talking about us. You go out there and find out. 15 minutes. I'm about to be done. You go out there and see if anybody else in American media is talking about the Toronto Raptors. It's breaking them down like I'm breaking them down. It's showing you that, and I'll just recap where I'm coming out of here, showing you 5 guys in double digits every single night, every single win, but most of the time, 5 guys in double digits, right? Showing you our shooting percentage from the 3-point line most of the time. We're above the 30% mark, right? Showing you the defense that we have. Oh, come on, man. They ain't gonna be talking about us, but I'm gonna talk about us. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Del K. Brereton, The Real Spiel. I still want to give a shout out to my son out there, Zion Williamson, and those Pelicans, boy. Don't sleep on them either. Don't sleep on them. Them Pelicans is hooping out there. They're doing their thing out there. Okay? So, love, peace, and hair grease, man. This is Del K. Brereton. Like, share, and subscribe. This is The Real Spiel, man. And I'll tell you how it is. I'm out.